For attempted murder, we're gonna call Johnny down.
What makes you think I'm an attempted murderer, that I'm a failure in murdering?
Hello.
Hi.
Introduce yourself.
My name's Shalee. I am a criminal defense attorney. I've been practicing for about 20 years.
My name is Jaquay. I am 40 years young.
Today you're gonna match crime to person.
Oh, I get to stereotype people.
Yes, yeah. Do you have a criminal record?
My teens and my 20s was really wild. All my charges are possession and attempted distribute charges, man, with narcotics. 3 different charges, man.
Have you ever committed a crime?
Yes, it was a very easy, vanilla crime. I used to smoke weed as a teenager.
I've been convicted of 2 crimes. One was a cannabis offense, and I was 21 years old. Another was I was accused of making a false statement, and we settled it. I know what it's like to sit in the defense chair.
Okay, I'm gonna hand you the list of the crimes. What kind of person comes to mind when you read out each one?
Domestic violence, statistically, males are much more likely to commit that kind of crime.
Oh, attempted murder. Usually when stuff like this happens, it's crimes of passion.
Felony drug possession. In my mind, I'm thinking of an older black guy. I grew up during the crack era, and so in my community, everyone was impacted by drugs.
The next, identity theft, multiple counts. You gotta get close to people. To get their information, you gotta have a good gift of gab, you gotta have a good game. My bias is tells me younger women.
You ready to meet the lion?
Yes, I am ready.
Are you nervous?
Yes.
You look like the painter guy.
Oh, Bob Ross?
Yeah, Bob Ross.
I get that a lot.
What's up with y'all, man?
What's the first charge on your list?
Felony drug possession. Everyone loves drugs. People of all backgrounds, all types of people, and so I don't know how I'm going to approach this, but we'll kind of see how this goes. Why don't you come on over?
I'm gonna pull you out for felony drug possession.
You, sir. Why were you smiling when you walked out?
I was wondering, do I fit the description? I was just trying to figure it out. That's why it was funny to me.
I grew up in the crack epidemic when it was flooded the community. Back then, those who were doing drugs, they looked like you.
I got the cluck look.
They say felony drug possession, but he could have just been partying. You look like you like to party, and so you might have had something, you know, after the club tonight, you know, you had something in your pocket, you know, you might have got a little too loud, somebody called the cops.
What drugs do you think I had?
Man, probably some ecstasy. Look at me like that.
What drugs have you done?
Alcohol, weed, shrooms, acid, molly, mescaline, peyote.
Those are all the fun ones so far.
Ayahuasca,
Yeah.
heroin,
Okay.
meth,
Now we're getting to
cocaine,
that, yeah.
crack.
I think you committed felony drug possession.
Okay.
It seems like something that like you really accepted about your past, and that like is something that you're not shy talking about, and you've done a lot of drugs.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yes, I have.
What makes me look like a partier?
Your aura is big. You look like you could go into a room and have some fun.
That's your guess.
Yes.
What's next?
Identity theft, multiple counts. I'm gonna go here.
I think that would be you.
Why do you think I did identity theft?
I think identity theft, multiple counts, would be for someone who is young and may not understand just the consequences.
I just am getting a feeling of some tech savviness, being able to like jerry rig. I mean, do you know like are you familiar with like programming or like hardware kind of stuff?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. I think it's you.
All right.
You have to be able to get close to people. You know what I'm saying? You're not physically threatening. You look like you might talk a little good game, be able to get close to, you know, maybe some older, naive people.
Yeah.
And, you know, and get a hold of their things. I'm standing on that.
Reckless endangerment of a stolen vehicle. You.
Come on over here, buddy.
Patrick, come on down.
Why do you think I have committed reckless endangerment?
I'm either onto something or you've just been profiled in this way too much.
I think you're onto something.
Okay.
You might have went to the meetup at night, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'd have some fun. I mean, you hopped in somebody's car, man, you wanted to turn donuts at the car meetup. And your friend didn't like that. You might have hit something, man, they want the car to be paid for, but the offer was like, you gotta press charges. And this is what happened. But that's what I think.
I don't know why you would steal a car, but you strike me as someone who could be driving high, which is reckless endangerment and under the influence. Also, the earrings kind of, yeah, give.
Wait, is this like a stolen car key or?
Yeah, oh, I didn't even know there was a key, yeah. I think we're sticking with the reckless endangerment stolen vehicle.
Okay, thank you very much.
Domestic violence, let me see. I'm going with a male. You, sir.
Damn. What makes me look like the type of person that would be involved in domestic violence?
All of the TV shows that I watch.
Do I look like somebody that domestic violence?
You look like you don't take no mess. See? Yeah, she agrees with me.
You look like a male.
I look like a male?
You,
Okay.
a man of color.
When you see me as a person of color, is there a specific race that you might see?
I do.
Okay.
I
What is
see
that?
you as a black male.
Interesting.
Am I right about you're not a black male. You fit the picture you present as what they show of pimps, hustlers on TV.
They, as in who?
On the main media.
So as a defense attorney, do you think that like the way you approach your clients might be through the lens of like what you might see in the media? Do you think that might be an issue?
Okay, never mind. I don't want you for the domestic violence.
Okay.
I don't think you're the person.
All right.
I'm gonna find someone else.
Would you describe yourself as emotionally grounded or like has waves? I sense a little like, you know, a fuse in you that could be lit up.
It depends on who the person is.
Depends on who the person is. That wasn't even part of the question. Cool.
I don't discriminate.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna.
I haven't called you yet.
What?
Oh, you come in so innocently. Okay. I don't know your sexual orientation.
I'm gay.
Okay. Have you ever been in an argument with your partner before?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that domestic violence is yours.
Attempted murder? And these are all somebody's charges in here?
Yeah.
All right.
For attempted murder, we're gonna call Johnny down.
What makes you think I'm an attempted murderer, that I'm a failure in murdering?
Do you have like emotional, like violent tendencies?
I'm cool as a cucumber, man. I'm the smoothest guy here. You haven't noticed that?
Oh yeah, now I'm actually second guessing myself. Now I'm feeling into this. I don't think it's him. I've known some murderers, attempted murders, and like I'm gonna send you back because you seem like too friendly of a guy.
Do you know murderers?
I do. Yeah. I do. Unfortunately.
I'm excusing myself.
Can you put the shiesty on for me real quick? I'm trying to get a visual here, man. You know, I'm trying to see. Yeah, you look like a smooth criminal, pimpin'.
Have you ever been betrayed by a partner before?
Every last one of them.
Have they cheated on you?
Yes.
Were you angry?
Yes.
I'm giving you the conviction of attempted murder.
You see how smooth it was? Yeah, there we go. I appreciate that. Attempted murder for sure.
I'm gonna bring Shy down. You seem like someone who could lash out, could have some history of anger.
Yeah, I've thrown tables into walls.
So what sort of thing sets you off?
Everything sets me off. I could have like a friend over and they'll breathe too loud and I'll be like, can you shut up?
Did you hit them? Like,
I've bitten chunks out of people like in fights because survival of the fittest.
I'm gonna give you attempted murder.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, what's next on there?
Theft in the second degree, fraud. Okay, we're gonna go with you. All right. You look put together. You look like you have expensive tastes.
Why do you think I committed fraud?
Did you steal some of your stuff back? You know what I'm saying, girlfriend? You know what I'm saying? You broke into your old girlfriend's house?
Why would it be trumped up to like a fraud charge if I was just stealing my stuff
Because you probably grabbed some of her stuff that was in there, man, and she was like, oh, he used my ATM card to buy a bottle of liquor or something.
That's not fraudulent though.
Yeah, man. That's what they call it. You see all them charges under fraud when they charge people for that? Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's all kind of ways that they can get you and stick you in the slammer, man.
Have you ever embellished the truth in order to like get a job? Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. Theft in the second degree, fraud.
Okay.
Possession of a stolen firearm, grand theft auto, burglary, and car prowling. Come on up here, brother. Come on up here, brother. Man, and see, I hate to do this to a black man, but I'm trying to think through it because charges is always trumped up.
Have you ever fired a gun before?
Allegedly.
Ooh. Have you ever been inside of a stolen vehicle before?
Yeah, I've definitely been inside of a stolen vehicle before.
Have you ever fired a gun?
There's been a lot of places I fired a gun.
Okay, cool. So there's a chance that you had a gun that did not have your name on it.
You know what? You bought a pistol off the homie didn't know it was hot.
Grand Theft Auto, my understanding is not just stealing one car, it's like being a part of a system. There's like an element of trust involved.
Like the mob.
Like the mob, exactly. I think that's it.
I'm going with you for possession of stolen firearm, Grand Theft Auto burglary, and car prowl.
I hate to do this to you, brother, but that's where I'm at.
I mean, they're all crimes, and I'm a brother. So it's not like we can avoid the inevitable in this scenario. So I mean, it's just matching the dots.
I can't wait to see where they match at.
Show of hands, who did Jacob guess correctly?
Damn.
I didn't hear nobody who was like, yeah, you blew that, buddy.
1? Not even 2.
Not even 2. Okay, they're gonna come out and talk to you one at a time.
You guessed attempted murder, but no, I had theft in the 2nd degree and fraud. I had a personal check, and I didn't know that on the back of it, it's faint with the person's real information on it. It's like a new security feature. I tried to cash it, and they arrested me.
Okay.
Yeah, how did you get your hands on these things?
There's a whole bunch of websites that you can go to, and I can get any of your guys' social security numbers, birthdays, and steal any of your guys' information right now.
Oh, she need to work for the CIA, boy. Oh my goodness, the government give you a job.
They are 2 different charges. The theft in the 2nd degree. I robbed Burger King, my old job.
What'd you steal from Burger King?
$5,000.
$5,000.
Yeah.
Is that just money, no food?
No food.
Okay.
No food.
I mean, while you're in there, you know.
No food. Well, because I was the assistant manager there.
Man, they really trusted you.
It was because I busted my ass there every single day, working from open to close, not seeing my kids, and my manager just kept lying to me and kept lying to me. I just had enough and emptied out the whole safe.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right, who's next?
Damn, I've messed everybody up, bro.
I have a drug possession charge from when I was 18. Worked with somebody who was like family to me. Ended up getting pulled over by like 15, 16 cops in the crime scene investigation van, and I ended up taking the rap for everything. So.
What was it?
Crack.
Crack.
Yeah. I didn't finish this charge until I was 25 years old.
Wow. So you spent some time.
Yeah.
Why'd it take so long? Yeah.
Just because I kept running on probation.
Oh, gotcha.
I would make
Can't
it like,
be doing that,
yeah,
dude.
I would make it like a year, almost a year on probation, and then I had my first son around the time I was 23. When he was born, I was on the run still. It took a lot to be like, I want to finish this part of my life and move forward. So
it's a big hump. Well, good for you, man.
Yeah,
That's
appreciate
awesome.
it, man. Thank you.
I had you for the possession of drug, but that's not it.
It was attempted murder. It was a scenario where an individual was supposed to fight my cousin at a gas station. He didn't like how I was turning out, I guess, and the individual decided that he wanted to go get a shotgun and started firing the shotgun.
At the gas station?
At the gas station. And then so I acted by the only way that I knew how. And I fired and shot him. When I went for a trial, they ruled that I was wrong for defending myself and defending him, even though he let off 2 different times. Then I got hit with the spread from some of the gauge, and when he was falling down, getting shot, I got the wrong end of the stick. You know, I did 13 and a half years because of it. I sat down, you know, went in front of a judge, and he declared that my sentence was too long, knocked 40 months off. I'm supposed to still be in the joint right now. I'm not generally a violent person.
Sure.
It's just, I believe that, you know, in certain times you protect yourself or you protect your family. If you're in those scenarios, I don't know people who would act differently. I mean, that's what people should have firearms for, is to protect themselves, not to go and be the aggressor and hurt people.
Sure.
And I've only been home for 5 months.
Wow. Well, welcome home.
Are you a public defender, by the way?
I started off my career in public defense.
It's kind of rough because it's like some of the things you were saying is like as I see on TV, you're a defense attorney. So it's supposed to be how you interpret the law and how you interpret others to be fair or non-partial when it comes to certain things to defend them.
Mine is domestic violence.
Yeah, what happened?
What didn't happen that night, I went to jail. It was me against my ex-fiance. Things started building up. He's like on drugs. Everything just came out, and I just like started.
Just lost it. Your balloon popped.
Yeah, and so they took his word off of everything, but he doesn't want to further the charges because
This is still active.
Yeah.
Don't say anything else on this. Okay, I'm gonna have you go back. Stop talking about it.
You said I attempted murder. I did not. Well, that I got caught for.
Gotcha.
I did the reckless endangerment and stolen vehicle. When I was 14, my mom gave me a stolen car and I went on a joyride.
Did you know it was stolen?
Yes.
Okay.
She told me not to get caught.
Gotcha.
I crashed the car and got caught. And I didn't want my baby sister to go in foster care and my mom to go to prison, so I took the slap on the wrist when I was 14.
Wow.
You are the third person to choose me today for reckless endangerment. Well, I actually had the car prowl, stolen firearm, grand theft auto, burglary.
Gotcha.
I was a whole different person. I was living on the streets, kind of got tired of it, so broke into someone's house, burglary charge, took their keys from their front door, grand theft auto, had the car for a few days, got arrested in a McDonald's drive-thru on Easter Sunday.
You want that egg McMuffin for breakfast, huh?
I was hungry.
I get it, man.
And then they catch me with the gun.
Was it your gun?
Oh no, it was stolen.
How has that impacted you now?
Well, the impact was just basically getting jobs up until the point where I did get a job, but everything's been pretty solid ever since then.
So you said it was a different life. Did that change things for you, that experience, or?
Oh, definitely. Friend groups, there's a lot of people I left behind, like a lot of people that I used to use with. I'm 7 years clean in September.
Congratulations. All right, man. He said y'all had some fun. See, I said it was like a fun night. I kind of had it.
It was a fun few days.
Yeah, right, cool.
I had you. I had you a couple of times.
Yes, so you originally thought domestic violence.
Yep.
Yes, which was incorrect.
And then I thought that you were a black male.
Yes, which is incorrect.
Right.
I'm actually South Asian.
Okay, what was your conviction?
Multiple counts of identity theft.
How much money did you get?
Close to $1 million, probably.
Dog! What?
I went from 0 to 26 felonies in one fell swoop. So it was 25 counts of identity theft and then possession of a controlled substance.
What was the controlled substance?
Heroin and meth.
Oh, you was high on this shit, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
very much so.
for sure. Yeah, man, okay.
Basically, my ex and I, right at the height of I had a career in television and media, got hooked on Oxy. Oxy led to heroin and led to smoking heroin and meth, and then ended up basically losing everything. We learned how to print IDs, get profiles of people, use their lines of credit, and just took off for about 1.5 years. And then me, my ex, and then a friend of ours were arrested on March 28th, 2013.
Okay.
But March 29th, 2013 is my clean and sober date, and I just recently celebrated 10 years of being
Hey, man,
clean and sober.
congratulations,
Thank
man.
you.
Good stuff.
You know, success builds on success, and I took that energy with me when I got out 5 years ago and just ran with it.
Cool. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
How was this experience?
Good. It's good to know the story. When you walk into a room, how do people see you? And then how do you make certain that you take up space to defy all of those stereotypes? You learn a lot through this process.
I think there's a lot of reasons that people commit crimes. It's certainly not something to judge someone based off of. You know, everyone's got their own story, and that's just maybe a part of and a piece of what makes someone who they are at any given point.
All right, good job, everybody.